So you know what I was thinking? I just did the Twitch recap, but I figured I should do a YouTube recap too, because the one on here doesn't actually work. It didn't let me do it, or even like whatever. Even if you do it, it'll show you like videos that you've watched, not so much videos that you've done. Let me just look at a few things, like what did I actually do? I have 3 actual channels, so let me see. What did I upload this year? Right, which this one doesn't seem all that impressive. It's like 1 page worth of videos, because I really only upload like 1 a week or once every 2 weeks. This is my main channel with like 300 subscribers, and this one I tried to do like where it's a little more quality control. Like I'll upload a clip of something, like some sort of noteworthy moment, right, or some actual playing game for the first time, or something kind of more notable, not just like regular episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 of some series that I'm doing. Right, those I save for the second channel, and then the third channel is like now more so for my live streams or for something, just random stuff that I don't know where else to put it. So this was meant to be like more quality control, so like I'm not spamming people. Let's look. We started January by uploading Path of Exile, and I guess, wait, I thought I did that. Whatever, I think that one I uploaded pretty close to when I actually streamed it. So we did Path of Exile 2, people hating on it as usual, because I always, you know, I'm known as a Diablo hater, even though I didn't dislike either of those games, 1 or 2, but people get mad. This is like my death from Path of Exile 2. This is me playing Elder Scrolls Legend for the first time, which that was from a while ago. Some of these are older videos that I was just catching up with editing, but still. This was when I failed my Lich Chest challenge, which again, I don't remember if these, I guess that would have probably been close to it. Creator of the permanent multiplayer gauntlet plays Marvel Rivals for the first time. Again, only 10 views, but that's a format that every game that comes out deserves. I should do with that, you know. This is me playing Detroit, right, which again, that's an old playthrough from like the end of 2021, right, but I was able to finally get around uploading it, so some of this doesn't represent entirely like failing a Marvel Snap permanent challenge that I was doing, permanent first playthrough of Avowed, which I really enjoyed, but it didn't last very long. Some of these were when I was trying to do games right when they came out, and actually that might have been the last one that I did, which I should start doing that this year again. In fact, I will start doing that soon. Like, you know, I did at the end of 24, I guess it was. Right, we did like Slitterhead in November, Indiana Jones in December, Path of Exile 2 in January, even though I think it came out like in December or something, but still. And then February was Avowed, so I was kind of trying to keep up with that every month of like doing a new game, permanent first playthrough. Whether I completed it or not, I was trying to make a series out of it. We did an old video again of The Witcher, which was like from 2022 that I did. There's a clip from Avowed. GTA 5, just some random stupid clip from that little mini series that I did. Bringing Permadeath Gauntlet to Valorant. Valorant newbie has a good round. Bringing my Permadeath Gauntlet to League of Legends. I was doing the Riot games here, which that is classic for it, because again, all it means is that you're going through every single character in the game until you lose, and then when you lose, they basically die and you can't use them ever again, or at least for, you know, whatever that sake of that playthrough, until you go through all the other ones. So part of that challenge would be unlocking a lot of them. You can abuse the free rotation, obviously, but you got to keep playing a different one if you lose. And it's like, can you save up enough currency to buy all of them, or, you know, be able to play as all of them without running out, whether it be, again, through the free rotation or otherwise. Well, most epic comeback in Stratego. Again, some of these are just clips. This is Danganronpa. The... you know, first playthrough, which again, that series accounted for, even though all I did was the first case, basically, that accounted for some of my most viewed clips on this channel. But brought back my debate format from 12 years ago. Okay, that was just stuff that I'm basically doing on my third channel now. Swing Away, Nest, Swing Away, a reference to Signs, obviously, because he's killing aliens with a bat, right? Yeah, I even said that. I guess you could say, oh yeah, if I had a dime for every time a bat was used to defeat an alien, I'd have 2 dimes, one from the Earthbound series and one from Signs. So that was, again, that was from the end of 2021, but whatever, the finale episode for Earthbound Beginnings. And then just a clip, me extolling the virtue of the flavor text of Lugs over there, trying to beat to Stockfish level 6, which was pretty hard, took me a while. Delisted games, Gauntlet, kind of a format that I've abandoned, but like where I would try to play stuff before it goes offline. So that was what is it, Super Moves, some kind of parkour thing. The real MVP hits the clutch game winner. I guess that was Jokic. Basically, if I lost this game, oh yeah, that was to save the series too, because it was like permanent teams and stuff. Well, like how I always do, but that was more than just that. I wouldn't just lose the team. I was gonna like end the whole series because I don't know. I had reached the point where we had gotten to a good checkpoint, so it ended up not happening. That was like at the end of 2K25, my 2K25 series, and then Avid Card Gamer tries to conquer Clash Royale. It's free to play. I did a little mini series on that. After years of saving, bro, began as unboxing arc. Will I go bankrupt or become a full-time creator? So the one view should indicate which of those two is going to be the case. Then I'm making fun of Allen Iverson, that Shay in 2K26 in the intro, Shay decides to put him at the 1. Or no, wait. No, he puts himself at the 1 and puts AI at the 2, and I'm clowning him because like we're scoring on him every time, and he's such a mismatch, right? He's just too small. Then this was my little unboxing mini-series, unboxing the microphone, the Rode Go, the, content creator mic as I call it, and then, the one you see in all those videos. Then unboxing the iPhone 16 Max Pro, which has been really good use because it's kind of, even though it was like right when the iPhone 17 came out and people were clowning me for that a little bit in the comments, like, why not just wait for the 17? But whatever, it's fine. And it ended up costing pretty much the same amount as that would probably, whatever. But no, I've gotten good use out of it. I've used it a ton, mostly in those driving streams. Just amateur unboxing Chess Up 2. Right, and I did a little, very tiny mini series on that. I kind of wanted to do more. Former film critic does the horror movie tier list. That was for Halloween. Did mobile horror game permanent thing for Halloween. New mobile streamer tries to do the backbone thing. He's like a controller for the phone. Then we did the Red Dead Thanksgiving special, as we always do every year, right? Bounty Hunter series, where I try to get my bounty as high as possible. Did a hardcore PC gaming unboxing setup. This was like around Christmas time. Well, a little before that. That and the Alienware. So these were some of my last unboxings that I did. In fact, the last unboxings that I did. And then, so unboxed my first Alienware computer, and then unbox, whatever, just a bunch of keyboard and mice and stuff. Right. And then Skyrim Christmas special, where I try to do a permanent legendary run, and then also try to get a book for the guy at the college, Urogro Shub guy. That's always his Christmas present. I get him a book because like I can only play Skyrim on Christmas. That's just a rule that I set. Whizbang versus Whizbang has become a little bit of a tradition for New Year's. Like, can he survive into the new year? Even though that one was kind of underwhelming and I was kind of tired and whatever. We try to stay up till midnight and see how long he can last. Then we've done recently a couple of clips of, again, these are super old from 2021, where I was doing the tier list of villains and ranking their crimes and stuff from the Ace Attorney series. So that was everything I uploaded on the main channel here. Let me look at maybe one thing. I lost one subscriber again. Doesn't matter, but let's look at like maybe just the last. I kind of wanted it to be an exact, yeah. Like, let's go from exactly 1/1/25 to 1, or should it be 12/31/25? Right, so this would be the actual year. Let's see what we got. At 7.5k views, which actually is pretty bad. Some of my individual videos have that's actually shocking, actually. Like, some of my individual videos have like 50k, so 7.5 means that no one video really did all that well. Right, some of those Dang and Ron clips have like 50k, so we didn't have one like that this year. This is just last 48 hours, but yeah, so let's just see what 351k, that seems okay, plus only 4 subscribe. Man, that seems bad. Yeah, we get 2k for this really old video that I should almost update or put some note in there, because that might not work anymore. Just a program that lets you pause Dark Souls. Eve Online got 422, which that was uploaded the year before, so that's doing pretty good in terms of residual views over time. Path of Exile, Hater, that got a decent amount. I'm actually kind of surprised by this. So nothing I did got more than, like, even this recent one that I posted, the Skyrim one, got 200. So nothing really did that well that whole year. not compared to even some of my most viewed clips overall. Path of Exile thing, obviously playing for the first time, that was at least relatively new. Super Sleuth finds out Rebecca Harris's identity. That's one of those old clips that'll start to trend, obviously, because of something that just happened with Daniel Naroditsky passing away, unfortunately. But, you know, whatever. It like, again, the clip doesn't have to do with that, even if people get upset, like, oh, whatever. Like, you know, it was uploaded in 2022, so that just happened to trend, I guess, because of that. Deleted the LeChess account. Best games always hurt the most. That was Avowed, obviously. Avowed again. Skyrim Christmas Special, can a permadeath master contend with the permadeath run? So that's pretty good to see that that one did so well recently. For some reason, people like this Damon Gant clip. Me just saying like what his biggest mistake was in the Rise from the Ashes case, which is like, how did he get the body out of, not even mistake, but something they didn't think of. Bro even had the AI climbing AI. So that seems like a pathetic year, actually. Not even that I'm like ungrateful or something, but like if you look at it, right, you have some of these like, okay, so in 2022, not that it got all of those views just then, but you have one with 50K, 50K, 30K, 30K, 10K, 8K. Like you have individual videos that are, right, you got to at least have one of those kind of things that you would imagine every year, but that is kind of surprising. So the whole year you didn't get more than this one video, right? 7.5K. That's kind of crazy. I mean, again, I was kind of de-emphasizing this one. Like I said, I like to space it out and only do it where I upload like once every 2 weeks and stuff like that, but still. Okay, so now let's do a recap on my second channel, which again, this one is meant for more of the spam uploads of regular episodes of something, right? So if I do whatever my weekly episodes are, so let's say, oh, I do Monday, Tuesday, I do Hearthstone, then Wednesday, Thursday, I do streams of chess and stuff. Then Friday, Saturday, I do something else. And it's like, so I'll combine those, like those 2 chess episodes together and upload it here. And then I'll combine the 2 Hearthstone episodes, upload it here. Like if I'm doing an ongoing playthrough, I won't put those on my main channel because I won't be able to keep up with it. And I don't want to spam that channel. That's why I made this channel whenever, I forget when, a couple years ago, so that I could spam upload regular uploads of a series, right? So if every week I'm doing the same series or something, right, I can upload those and keep up with my regular weekly episodes and series that I'm doing. And so, right, let's see what we did here. And this will actually be much longer. I don't know if I want to look through all of it, but just like to see what we sort of, you get to see my likes and dislikes, but I mean, I never had a problem with them showing that in the first place. It's just, I did kind of forget though what I did throughout some of the beginning of the year. I was looking at the Twitch recap and that's what made me want to do this. Like, what did I even do throughout the year? Like, it was saying chess and Hearthstone, but like, I don't remember what else I did there. So we'll look at, again, January 2nd, so we did, again, just a lot of random chess episodes, which, in what context exactly was I doing them? Because we lost my LeChess account somewhere in here, so then I don't remember what I did after that. Right, return to Hearthstone gimmick deck. Was that gimmick finale? Okay. Which again, I've almost returned to trying to start doing that now, or I'm going to. So again, we started off, we did some random chess stuff, we did the square off board, and this is where I end up losing my LeChess account by falling below a certain rating threshold that I have to do. So again, random chess stuff, random rating my best. Wow, this was 7 hours? Wait, how? I don't even remember that being so exhaustive, just going through all my best Twitch titles, which thankfully Twitch does keep a good record of those. So a little Hearthstone mini-series. Then, okay, we did a little Marvel Snap mini-series here. Or no, wait. Or yeah, we did, because that wasn't my first time playing it. That was me returning to it. And again, every time, at least I'm self-aware though, I call myself a hater. And in that case, I actually kind of am. It was pretty overrated and pretty disappointing. The Permadeath Chess Game Anthology, where I would play like random chess video games, actually, not just on the sites. Random Permadeath first playthrough of Mad Max, ranking channel art, doing a little I did a lot of random stuff here, I guess. Duelist 2 mini-series, which I think was only like 2 episodes, or it might have been more, but I could maybe combine some of them together here because that's 4 hours. Roblox, Squid Game kind of mini episode. Again, permadeath website gauntlet, which maybe I'm due for one of those again. Every like 6 months I do that. Scrabble, Prodigy, Wordle, the Annie chess thing, which had all kind of weird crypto tie-in. Strenova for the first time, Stratego for the first time, BitLife. Some of these were like mobile inspired. Then I did the little GTA 5 miniseries. Okay. And then, but you see how these are more regular uploads, so it'll take longer to get through. Dota 2 for the first time, which again, sometimes I forget whether I think that was current, but sometimes these will, no, I think with this channel, it won't be older stuff, right? Like, oh, this is from 2021. No, this must have been from this year, that year, because, you know, then we did the League series, obviously, the Kale art there. You know, this is an old video though. Yeah, see, these are meant more for the main channel, but for some reason I felt like doing it here, where that was like, you know, something from, again, 2021. Beat Stockfish. I tried to beat the bots on there. Hearthstone chess. This is an old video, Cry of Fear. Just when there's too much for me to keep up with that I don't want to spam the main channel. Debate format. Right, bringing it back, top 75 players, me sort of rating the list, which that was from 2021. This was 2021. I thought I had done this like way before. But that must be one of the later parts of it, whatever, trying to catch up on chess uploads from 2021. This is just random. Yeah, see, this kind of stuff isn't meant to be on here. This should be like on the third channel. Right, but for some reason I felt like doing it here, where it's just like a clip and not like an actual episode of something. We did the Red Dead, but again, this is an old video. This is like the from 2021 or something. These are all old actually. These are all from like 2021. Right, so for a while there I was trying to do trying to catch up a little bit, which I still would like to do if I have time, but it's like a writing stream thing I was doing. Don't Start Together. Again, these are from 2021. Humankind. These are all old stuff. This is also old because that was like when I was playing Earthbound. Continues. This also, I believe, was an older one. Rhythm Heaven. So I think I was, again, catching up. It's basically like I have all these different like 11 external hard drives that are all like terabytes each. So I think I got through like the first one of them that has like 120 VODs on it. And it has a bunch of other junk on there too. But like I got through that one. So now I'm on the second one, which is still like the end of 2021. Right. So I still haven't gotten through uploading all of that. These are just random chess things. This is me catching up again. A lot of this was trying to catch up on old videos. So I don't mind doing that on here. Even though this is meant to keep up with current stuff. I've done a couple of these. In fact, tomorrow, since it's the Super Bowl, I'm going to react to that live. Like I did that with, that might be on my third channel, but this was the Game 7, obviously, of the finals. And then, so what did I do in this middle part here? I did 2K25, right, little mini-series. This was at least current, obviously. My first console stream in a while, checking out my PS5, and then that segues it. I don't know why that would be partially blocked. Probably some 2K copyright music. For a game that's so big in terms of content creation, I'm surprised they don't have a better way of, I don't know, preventing that from being an issue. The Goofy Dead chess game, the chess exclamation mark thing. It doesn't feel like I did that anything too noteworthy here, though. It's just a bunch of the same random stuff. That's Hearthstone. We did the little Clash Royale miniseries, Chess Hotel, launch. This was September. Like this was one of my most streamed categories on Twitch, even though I did it only from September to like December. Right, September, October, maybe some, I don't even remember. Right, and so again, some of those were long episodes, but they were still only a couple episodes. You know, it was a short series, but these are just random chess things. And chess, Hearthstone, Clash Royale. Then around here, September, this is when I started doing the iPhone streams, but these were still on the Twitch, right? Then a little bit later, I I started doing it on YouTube, and that's mostly for the driving one. So these are all related to first iPhone stream. Mobile stream is actually fun. Officially mobile streamer. Chat GPT. This one almost feels more suited to the third channel as well, but streaming on iPhone while driving. Can I beat Chat GPT and Chaz? This is all going to be the 2K26 series. Guns Up, which again was part of my delisted games that I played, but it was delisted on PC, not on mobile apparently. So maybe it was a fake delisting. Absolute Philosopher brings my format, which again I've been doing a lot on the third channel now. Hearthstone Veteran tries to play Hearthstone on mobile, then Chess Up 2 series, which one guy left a really snarky comment that he didn't find that video very helpful. Trying the Duolingo thing again. A lot of the stuff was on mobile. The Last War thing, that's that fake ad type of game. So now again, these have been like sort of weekly episodes of trying to keep up with those driving streams, which I'm a little bit behind on. But we have 2K at home, so that's the mobile thing. Then more 2K, Sneaky Sasquatch. These are all mobile games. Whiteout Survival. I got baited and scammed by the fakest mobile game ever, because the ad doesn't represent what it's like at all. Best mobile game I played. Script is painfully predictable. These are like my last predictions, and this was obviously a little while ago. So Luco won an MVP, and I did say in there actually that watch, this prediction would have come true beautifully. Or wait, it'll be in the next one. Like that, I said that OKC won't beat the Warriors record, and now they haven't even come close. You know, they've already failed to do that. So I had said that in one of these episodes that's a pretty good prediction, actually, right? Because at that time, it wasn't. You know, people were saying they might. Review channel art again. Mobile chess. This is NBA 2K. Some Halloween special stuff. That's the yellow baby in yellow thing. Polytopia. Also, this is mobile. All these related to mobile or the 2K thing. Michael Porter has the perfect NBA body. Absolute philosophy. Some of these mobile things. 2K26 mid-season. Oh yeah, this is the one. Luka will win MVP, and then I say it in there too. So December 24th, and I said it even before that. But I said, OKC will not win. And OKC will not win 73 games or more, right? Like, so what a great prediction that was. I said this on December 24th, right? Like, does it show you, to prove that you haven't edited the description? Because I obviously haven't, and I say it, I think even in the video, you could probably find it somewhere, or I said it even before that. I didn't believe it because I think, there's going to be little ups and downs, right? That is very, very hard to do. Just because they started the season so good, I didn't think they were going to do it. I also didn't think they would fail to do it so hard, but the 24 there, obviously, then we have Just Have 2 episode 2, multi-stream, and then we started doing YouTube, Absolute Philosopher, and then these have been kind of spread out a little bit, but right, these are long episodes that combine like a week's worth of the driving streams. And so let me check the same thing here, and then we'll do the third channel. So we lost 1 subscriber there, but that's 28 days. So let me look at it again for again, it'll be like 1/1/25 to 12/31/25. So I'm doing my own recap because they're not letting me. So this almost caught up to the main channel in views, which you might think, that's a good thing, but it's actually bad. It just means that the main channel slumped so badly, right? 73. It was like 7,500, I think, right? So that's not bad, but it's kind of like you need more of these spikes, I guess. I don't know what those were for. Like maybe the GTA series or something. Man, it just makes it seem like, wow, what a dead shitty channel. But 405 watch hours, 12 subscribers. Let's see what were the most viewed this year. Every chess game, so permadeath chess video game gauntlet, some of the GTA stuff, right? Which is just me kind of going around and trying to immerse myself in the single player and kind of criticizing the, whatever, the way that they strip the single player clean for trying to get you to play online. Dota 2 for the first time, permadeath chess anthology thing, Just random testing, doing a tier list, which is an old video, Marvel Snap, Hate Fiesta, and then but how could that only have gotten 155? That must mean that's the total, because that was, if that was uploaded this year, I thought I had more than that overall. Much too vulgar display of power, reference to the Exorcist quote. So let's look at this. What are the most viewed on here overall? Not 365 days. This one is 46k views. Right, I have individual clips on the main channel that have more than that by themselves, right? The Danganronpa thing. It's always funny how that works. You can never predict. But it's a situation where PvZ Heroes won at 10, Cerberus, reference to the Hawk Tuah girl, New World, GTA 5, Adventure Quest, which those two I consider kind of validating, right? And in a certain sense, like, even as a small channel, even as some random dude, to get 1,000 views of GTA 5 single player just kind of roaming around in 2025 is pretty impressive, because it's such a competitive game that you would think, man, how are you even able to do that? Because it's so competitive and so saturated that it would be hard for a small channel to even do that on just a whim. And then on the flip side, you have this, that it's such an obscure game, it's so unknown, it's so forgotten about, right? To do Adventure Quest in 2025 or 24, like, for opposite reasons, right? Those are both sort of validating for that reason, that one of them is so obscure, but you still did good with it. So one of them is so well known and so saturated, but you still did good with it. So this was the chest exclamation mark thing, 2023, and that was like right when it came out. So that's one way you could kind of chase views, which, oh, maybe I'll start doing that now. Not that it was my intention, but you do stuff like right when it comes out, right? Like, I'll do a permadeath first playthrough, and either I succeed or I lose, but like every chess game in existence until I lose a game. The anthology thing, the Geometry Dash, people are clowning me. Something wrong, you came here to play king, but instead you found a god, reference to the Street Fighter quote, the Raul Julia guy, and then Bison, and then clowning paladins. So now let me look at my third channel. But yeah, just one aside before we look at this last channel. Again, these are the 3 channels that I have. Again, the main one is just for like once a week uploads, or once every 2 weeks, kind of something more notable, playing something for the first time and just the first episode of it, or again, a clip or something kind of more noteworthy. Then sometimes, like when I die in a permadeath run or some kind of funny moment like that. Then the second channel is for more regular full episode uploads of ongoing series. Right, so if I'm doing every week the same thing or whatever, like a full playthrough of a game. And then the third channel is more for random stuff that I can't figure out how to fit anywhere, whether it be clips or even, again, like those lives now are on here. Something that, again, I don't mind spamming the second channel with regular episode uploads, and I don't mind spamming this one with just everything else that doesn't fit. So I hadn't used this one too much over the years, and so this last year I had started to use it a lot more. Even recently I've been doing a lot of clips, and I've been doing a lot of the live streams and stuff, but what was I gonna say? There's like a certain discomfort just psychologically in knowing, like, again, between the algorithm or other aspects, like anything you do in society or in life in general, it's like, oh, there's like some sort of middleman or there's some sort of controlling influence, right? You feel like, oh, all this effort that you put in, imagine if you're like a big channel or something, all of that can be taken away in a heartbeat, just randomly on a whim, right? They'll find a way, right? If they want to get it, this is just a general thing, not specifically about anything, but right, like in society and rules and laws and stuff, oh, if they want to get you, they'll find some loophole or some excuse to try to say, oh, you broke this guideline or that guideline, right? And they'll ignore it everywhere else. So that's what it kind of, there's always that underlying concern that nothing is really yours. It's like you're always beholden to something, right? They're gonna, you know, at any point, despite all your effort and hard work and everything, it can just be cut off if you upset the wrong people. And so that's kind of a very controlled empirical state. So that's just something that comes to mind. But let's see, how much did we do on here this year? Because we did do quite a bit. And some of these were the no commentary streams too. Right, so like if you look historically on here, right, 2023 we have it, and then we upload a few things, then 2024 just a few things. Right, it wasn't a channel that I used really a lot until this year. So we look at start from 2025. We did like some of the finale stuff for for the square off thing, kind of just noteworthy games. We did the Super Bowl reaction, which I am going to do actually. Like I said again here this year. But Diablo hater, just to hate comments there that I piss people off. Some kind of Reddit reaction thing. I don't think I did this on stream, or I don't remember, but one of these extra GTA episodes, or it was like part of one of the longer episodes on the second channel, but that was noteworthy by itself. The Absolute Philosophy character, a couple of highlights from the GTA 5 thing, a couple of things related to Botez and Stimuli Acme. Then these were sort of the no commentary, like these long no commentary streams, and then from there you have quite a few of those. Again, they're just sort of dumping random content that, you know, I was doing like TTS kind of commentary just because I couldn't talk when I was doing those, or they were kind of longer. And then gushing about the bounty system, return to PvZ Heroes, couple Red Dead clips, couple random clips, Ace Attorney thing, some old stuff like PS Now. This was like when KG was going nuts in that one game. Yeah, Kevin Garnett goes God mode. These are like from 2021 random episodes. Right, all these are super old. Then some of these were just random clips of stuff that I discussed, whether I discussed them on stream and made a clip out of it, or whether I specifically just did a recorded thing for them, I'm not sure. POV, you're tilted even when winning. POV, you make the best move by accident. POV, you have an anime protagonist moment, which I always think of Yu-Gi-Oh! When I say that. Then this was August, so I guess I didn't do as much as I thought even on here, but some stuff to do with chess. Botez, this one maybe doesn't seem to have aged too well, but still, like, kind of, it's two separate things, right? You can criticize online cheating, but you can also be wrong about a particular accusation, like what he did with Danya. But this is like just some random clips that I decided to do, talking about you know, a couple of basketball things, a couple of chess things. Magnus deserves the same treatment as Kramnik for accusing Hans. These were some random short episodes, like kind of in the glitchy mobile thing where it was starting to crash. Absolute Philosophy episode 2. Wait, where was 1 here? Social Contrivance. Right, this is when we started to get in the roll with that. Just a bunch of random iPhone mobile streams. And then Nearness Postulate, Folly Favoritism, Scapegoat, that is Kramnik. These were all like, you know, again, more Absolute Philosophy stuff, some game stuff, Debunks Fallacies, Logical Razors, some of their past discussions. Episode 4, there are no rights, only restrictions. I went through a lot of my main terms in doing that. And then here's the end of the year. Ego is a trap to control you. You can explain anything. You cannot explain anything you do, like talking about tradition on the eve of, I guess, Thanksgiving or close to it. What is Absolute Philosophy? Explaining it. Then here I started uploading just clips on a regular basis, which these aren't actually old clips. These are ones that I did in like these sessions somewhat recently, like towards the end of last year, where I would sit for like an hour and just go through different things that either I had in my phone notes of like, oh, this would be an interesting topic to talk about, or just things that I think about on the fly. It was kind of like it's a recorded session of me just going through different topics that have nothing to do with each other, just sort of different takes I've had over the years, or different things that I think would be interesting to discuss. So that's what all of these are from. You know, this humorous cognitive dissonance, escalation thing. Right, so these were all towards the end of the year there. Some of them did pretty good for a while, and then it kind of died down. Sam Jones, the real GOAT. Right, this Wilt one, and then that's the end of the year. And then here we've done a couple, but it started to die down a bit now here too. And then of course we did the lives, which this is going to be quite a bit here, and this is all from last year, basically every day, so I'm not going to look through all of them, but you'll see that algorithmic thing, right? When you first started doing them, right, those views are like when people are watching live too. Like if somebody, you know, that's where most of them come from. It started off, the algorithm wasn't boosting it. Now here, all of a sudden, the algorithm did start to boost it. And then now, once again, like look at those view counts are actually pretty good, right? So that's not something that would happen normally. And then, right, these are all pretty good too. And then suddenly it just dies down like right there. And it could be the, oh, like I missed a day. The Hearthstone one doesn't even really matter, but I missed a day, like, oh, January 31st. And now, even though they got 10, they got 17, like that's not bad. But it's not quite the same, and it's not getting that kind of viewership and engagement at the time, which again, it doesn't really matter to me, but there was something good going on with it. Let's look at one last thing, which again, we'll look at the year and then all time. Just in the spirit of, again, the new year and kind of getting a pseudo recap here. Again, I was disappointed at the totals. See, this one might actually be inflated if you include the live things. Yeah, see, by that logic, this did better than those two channels, right? Almost as good as both of them combined. They both got 7K. This got 12K, and again, a lot of those might be from the live streams. Each one is getting like 100, and we're doing it every single day for a while there. So the foot fetish one, which is interesting, even though that's from last year. Or wait a second. Wait, but how? January 1st, but it was uploaded in June 2024, and it only has like 4,900 views. So how is that possible? So it got 100 views from June 24 to January 25, but then it got all the rest of them just this year. That's weird. I don't understand. Or maybe it's just showing the total. No, but it doesn't make sense. This would have been from this year. But yeah, the foot fetish analysis, for some reason, again, people like that. Kramnik discussing, again, some of these absolute philosophy things, cognitive dissonance, some other chest-related things. One of the live streams is in there. Another one is here. Some of the random clips. So that was pretty good, actually. Right, so maybe I focus on this channel more between the clips and everything, and then it's always good, like, do it as a routine. Like, every day I should do a clip, and every day I should do a stream, right, just regardless of anything. So then we check a lifetime. So even that's still on there. The absolutist philosophy, again, it's going to be similar. Again, so it, according to that, this got 100 views from June 24 to January 25. And then it got 4,800 just in 25. Making fun of Hikaru when he lost to candidates because I thought it's like a lifelong opportunity that he missed. And then focusing on streaming and stuff. Dumbest chess take of all time. The chess to pay to win thing. Kramnik. Hearthstone clip. A lot of these are going to be the same. Right, so... yeah, that is pretty encouraging for this channel, but again, I wish those live algorithm boosts hadn't dropped off so much.